I used to be very lean, but lean is a very professional word to use. I would like to say I used to be thin. You know what I mean? And so, and so that really used to affect my confidence a lot and my esteem. Maybe that's the reason why I focus more on masomo, kwa sababu unajua masomo mazee unakaa tu kwa desk, so and so I studied soil water and environmental engineering at Jomo Kenyatta University.
Okay.
And at that time I was still lean, but I always had.
Which year?
I graduated in 2018, okay. November. I still had the need and felt like I need to become a little bit bigger, because for the longest, for almost entire time of my campus years, the 5 years that I was in campus, I was around averagely 58 kilos. So the least I could go is around 55. The highest I could come is around 58, 59, and then plateau over there. And so for the longest, I used to feel like my esteem is quite low, and my confidence is a little bit not where I want it to be, because I wanted to hang out with people, I wanted to interact with people, but at the same time, people used to pick on me a lot. I was bullied a lot when I was a kid because I was small size, you know.
For someone who don't know you,
yeah,
and is a very surprised someone who's watching this episode specifically, why Haka you decide to bring someone who's very, because normally lot of us to bring like people when it comes to bodybuilding, I'm looking for long bodybuilding, I want to measure for bodybuilding. So who are you and why did you decide to come to share your story?
My name is Wafula. Okay. My English name is Davis, but I find Wafula more exotic, so I like to use Wafula.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a fitness enthusiast, and not really into bodybuilding, but for fitness.
For fitness.
I do CrossFit training, and I split my training for 3 reasons: for strength training, mobility training, and functional training. And I see that this is things that I use day to day in my life. And the reason I decided to come and share my story with Haka is he's one of the top shots when airing out stories across from what people from the rich high-end neighborhoods, but I've also seen that he covers stories from people from the grassroots and the ghetto. And so it is a relatively fair environment that I can speak to my story, regardless of whatever walk of life I am, and that will inspire someone. Yeah.
Thank you. So I want us to take you through normally what we do, take us through your journey and how, let's take us through your background.
Yes.
Your childhood background, how you decided to do fitness now.
All right. So I've always been interested in education. So my childhood and training, everything education-wise, nimekuwa a little bit quite interested in that. But back then, I used to be very lean. But lean is a very professional word to use. I would like to say I used to be thin. You know what I mean? And so, and so that really used to affect my confidence a lot and my esteem. Maybe that's the reason why I focus more on masomo, kwa sababu unajua masomo mazee unakaa tu kwa desk, so and so I studied soil water and environmental engineering at Jomo Kenyatta University.
Okay.
And at that time I was still lean, but I always had.
Which year?
I graduated in 2018, November. I still had the need and felt like I need to become a little bit bigger, because for the longest, for almost entire time of my campus years, the 5 years that I was in campus, I was around averagely 58 kilos. So the least I could go is around 55. The highest I could come is around 58, 59, and then plateau over there. And so for the longest, I used to feel like my esteem is quite low, and my confidence is a little bit not where I want it to be, because I wanted to hang out with people, I wanted to interact with people, but at the same time, people used to pick on me a lot. I was bullied a lot when I was a kid because I was small size, you know. So after I finished my campus, of course, we get that 1 year of tamarking and trying to look for what to do here and there. Then I got a job at Kenya Water Institute as a lecturer. And I was posted in Kitui, right? For me, whenever I get to any new environment, I take it as a chance to rebrand and have a rebirth. It was my first time going to Kitui. I had never been there, so I believe that now, since no one knows me over here, I can explore with whatever dimensions that I want to explore, do anything that I want to do with myself. And so that was in 2019, towards the end, around November is when I was posted in Kitui. You remember when we moved into 2020 at the beginning, then Corona hit.
Corona hit, yes.
Right? So for me, Corona is very remarkable in my life. Because when Corona hit, I decided, and then all the public spaces were being closed down and everything, hata vinyozi zikafungwa. Sasa nikaacha kukata nywele time ya Corona.
Kwa ndo did zitokea.
So nikaacha kukata nywele time ya Corona, and then since I was working in a educational institution, when they were closed down and everybody went home, so there's no work.
Yes.
So now you have to stay home all day. And now, since I'm working for the government, so regardless of whether I'm working or not, so money is not a problem. I mean, I'm still young, I have no responsibilities, no nothing. I just need to pay rent and chill out. So I decided to invest in high protein foods, eating whole meals and resting a lot, taking a lot of water, right? I did that because now when Corona hit around towards the end of February, March, around April, shule zikafungwa, I was staying at home. So I kept on eating good and taking my rest properly. But still, I could not see any changes in my weight or my physique or anything. So I decided to read about all this thing with growing your body and everything. And that's when I discovered that for a muscle to grow, you need to break it. So I mean, nilikuwa nakula,
but you're not breaking the muscle.
The muscle is not breaking. Now what's happening? The proteins are going to the hair. Now the hair is growing, but the body is not doing nothing.
Like that's say last time anakungana nywele ni mingi but mwili hakuna.
Exactly.
Meaning protein enda kwa akili.
Exactly. It's true.
Okay.
Because for hair to grow, it needs proteins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So meaning you need to eat more.
Yeah. So if you eat a lot of proteins and you're not training, the extra proteins that are not building your muscles, they are growing up your hair. So
you're doing something else.
Exactly, you're doing something else. Sasa when I was still at home, at my house in Kitui, because there was also that lockdown, so I cannot come to Nairobi to my family. Okay. So I started with just my studio workouts. I used to do push-ups, sit-ups, push-ups, sit-ups. And then after 3 months or something like that, when I was looking at myself in the mirror, I was like, okay.
I'm seeing different.
These push-ups are making a difference. Okay. So it means I have to eat and work out, right? Yeah. Long story short, I kept doing that. And because I was privileged enough to access all these kinds of high protein foods, meats, fruits, milk and everything, it was quite okay. Later on that year, we were not fortunate enough to go back into our systems, for work systems. But I was fortunate enough to now leave the country because I had gotten a chance to go and further my studies in Netherlands. Right? Wow. So that's how I went to Netherlands. Okay. That's why when we keep talking, sometimes we try to find each other, but our time zones are different and things like that. Yes. Yeah. But after I came back, I was like, Marai mazai lazima nitafute Haka. Haka yuko wapi? Where is this Haka person? Hey, hey. So yeah.
Just a little bit. I want to understand, were you starting working out in Kenya or you started working out in Netherlands now? Serious working out now?
Now, serious working out, I started working out seriously in Netherlands.
Okay.
In Kenya, I was only working out in my home. So, and that's where I developed an interest in calisthenics, because the only equipment I could access for workout was my body.
You want to grow your body, but you still the only thing you have is your body.
Exactly. So we make the most of what we have, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the only improvising I used to do was to get bottles of water and add some weight into it, and But for serious workout, like going to a place where has equipment training, was in Netherlands.
Okay.
So when I stepped in Netherlands in the first week, the first thing that I started looking for was a gym.
Why?
Because over here I had already started developing an interest in going to a gym, but I was not able to because I was locked down. There was lockdown, and yes, I was in Kitui, but also most of the gyms were a little bit restricting on when you can access them and things like that, right?
Social media distance.
Yeah, yes, social distance and everything.
Distance, yeah.
And now, but when I go to Holland, I could be able to access like a different variety of gyms. So regardless of there also being a lockdown and everything, there was a provision for me to access it. Now, the reason why I was able to access it is that when I was in Kenya, during all that time that I was training at home, I was already looking at how people are training in the gym, what kind of gym equipments there are. And speaking of, one of the places that I think I got to meet you was YouTube, right?
Okay.
And for me, YouTube has been very instrumental in learning all these things. Because all these things that you want to learn, they are on YouTube.
True.
If you don't want to read, you can just watch.
True.
Yeah. True. So I had gotten like the basics of form, what to do in the gym and things like that. And so when I accessed the gym, it was quite relatively easy for me, unlike someone who is stepping in the gym for the first time. But again, also someone who is stepping in the gym for the first time. Right now, the gym is one place that you make friends, you don't know their name.
True.
Yeah, because we are always open to learning from each other. We are always asking, can you please check whether my form is right? So in the gym, you can always find someone to help you out.
True.
And I've been helped in the gym, and I also help people out in the gym. And because I help people out in the gym, it is that is what inspires my interest into developing a career also in fitness beyond having a professional career as an engineer. So it's a combination of interest and career that I have developed for quite some time. And so I hope that my story will inspire someone out there.
Okay. So I want us to understand this one thing. When you start working out, like you mentioned before, you told me you are 67, 68 kg.
No, 58, 57
Sorry,
kg.
57 to 67.
60 is a little bit too high. 60,
60 is high. Sorry.
Nikifika 60 ningefurahi mbaya.
So ulikuwa 58 to 57.
Yeah.
Then you went to Netherlands, then you start working out the gym.
Yeah.
What's one thing always push you, because working out is not easy.
It's not.
You feel like you can work out today, then you wake up in the morning, you feel very painful. What is one thing you push you until you push it at your limit, paka saa you still training?
So, as I had said earlier, YouTube has been very instrumental in helping me learn systems and how bodies work. And for a very long time, there are things that I wish I knew earlier. There are things that I'm grateful I know right now.
Okay.
And so for me, what works for my body is when I get the muscle pains, like after working out, I would feel like that is motivation for me for growth, because I had already learned that with the muscle fiber, once it breaks, it's when it gives provision for growth, right?
True.
So when you feel that pain, then that means that there is something that is broken.
It's broken, yeah.
Right? So for me, that kept me inspired to know that this pain that I'm getting right now is because there is some growth that is expected to happen. So that kept me going again and again. And then another thing is I also quite a number of people shy away from going to the gym after the first few days of feeling pain and things like that. But now what works for me is when I feel pain, I will still create some time to go and train, but now train very light, so that I'm stretching out that muscle. And it's kind of a massage, but a massage in the gym, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so that is what inspires also my kind of training, because oftentimes I train like twice in a day.
Okay. I just want to understand a couple of things. So there's someone who's watching.
Yeah.
I don't like to tumempoteza kidogo.
Yes.
You are right now in Netherlands.
Yeah.
Then you went to work.
No,
you went to study. You went to study first.
Yeah.
Then how long do you ulisoma?
Nilisoma for 1 year and 6 months.
Okay, 1 year
for
and
my
6
masters.
months. Okay.
And then after that, I got a job in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So you moved from Netherlands to Amsterdam.
No, now Amsterdam is the commercial capital of Netherlands.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, it's one city.
Yes.
It's
no.
one city.
Now I was staying in Delft, which is roughly like about 40 kilometers away from the city of Amsterdam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're still working out all this 1 year and 6 months.
Yes.
You bado na work out.
Yes.
There's a time you feel you want to quit.
There are many times you feel you want to quit.
So I want to know what keeps you going that time.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, when I started, I had a lot of issues with my esteem and confidence, right? And growing up as a child, I was picked on a lot. So every time I go to the gym, for me, it is kind of therapeutic, because it helps me to reflect on all those unfortunate things that I've gone through. And through me lifting and through me training, it helps me to not have grudges and kind of dissipate all the anger that I have within me. So for me, the gym is beyond just somewhere I go to. For me, it's therapeutic. You see, like the way people will find a commercial therapist to go and talk to, someone to talk to. Now for me, I talk to metals. That is what makes me feel like, now I have let go of
all everything I just had. Okay.
Of all these challenges. And through life, you get different challenges. So maybe sometimes I'm having a hard time at school, or maybe just some challenges here and there. For me, the gym is one place that I know that I can go and feel like, this is my man cave. You know what I mean? Yeah. So beyond fitness, it's therapeutic for me, and that's why I keep on going there. Because after I go there, I kind of feel a little bit better to face the next challenges. A few days ago, the reason I came to Kenya, it was very heavy for me, you know. So the only place I can be able to relieve that without having to explain myself so much to someone is to come to the gym.
Come to the gym.
Yeah. And that's why I still come to the gym.
You still come to the gym. Yeah. Okay. You back in Netherlands, you start working out for 1 year and 6 months. How many kg you have now? Right now?
When I went there, of course, at the beginning I was here to average yangu ya 57, 58, right? After around that period, like when I was almost finished up with my studies, I was around 66, 65, thereabout. So I had gained like about 6 kilos, you know what I mean? Now, my body, my genes and my body structure is one that does not gain so much weight at a very short time, right? Okay. And so, and that's why now, for me, I appreciate people who have seasonal trainings, like when they are bulking,
they're cutting.
Now, when they're bulking, they're cutting. Now, for me, it is only pure growth, slow but pure growth.
Okay.
Yeah. Luckily enough, and thanks to technology, you can be able to scan your body what content you have with mass, what content you have with fat. Now, for me, I barely store a lot of fat in my system. But it's because also I do, like I said, I train strength, mobility, and functional training. So for me, anything that I feel will is training for me, I will do it. Like for instance, moving from here to the CBD, if I'm not in a rush or in anything, I can easily just walk. Why? Because it is not only walking, it is helping me to burn fats, it is helping me to get fresh air. So that is functional training, you know what I mean? Yeah.
How many kg do you have now?
Now I am 83 kgs. It keeps fluctuating between 83, 82.5, 83.5. So on average is around 83 kgs now. And 83 kgs, my fat content, the last time I measured was 12% fat. So that's relatively something I'm really proud of.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can you tell someone who's struggling to lose weight or struggling to gain weight?
That I can address mostly with people who are like me. Like, we are relatively thin when we are starting.
Hard gainer.
Hard gainer.
Yes.
Now, I've realized something about the gym. Most people come to the gym with the notion of, I want to lose weight. You know what I mean? Now, you can also come to the gym to gain weight. Because what happens with weight gain is basically you training and hardening your muscles and your bones, right? So the harder and the longer you train, then the more muscle you build and the more stronger your bones become, and that is what constitutes to you gaining that weight. So for me, I would highly encourage anyone who is starting out there to train to stay consistent in their training, regardless of what they look right now. Like to have a futuristic figure of maybe someone you look up to, or an image that you would like to see yourself in the next couple of times or whatever times, is very instrumental because it keeps you going, you know. So the key thing to you gaining weight is, for me, I would say train and train consistently. Eat your whole food is very important, and drink water, because muscles will only develop with food and water. Yeah.
Okay, what is one thing have you learned through your journey challenge? Like your journey, the challenge, most challenge. What is one thing you learned from? Together we learned.
One of the most important lessons I've learned about my journey and everything is that at the end of the day, it is you yourself who know exactly what you want. I have had gym partners for a while, both when I visit Kenya and when I'm in Netherlands. And sometimes mazee inafika maybe saa 5 usiku and you're like, leo tulenge tu gym. You understand? But when I reflect back and I look at where I've come from and where I want to go, and what I would like to look like, then I keep on going to the gym. And I've dropped quite a number of gym partners and gym buddies because of that. So for me, I've learned that my journey is my responsibility, and I think that reflects to anyone out there. So whatever you want is totally within you. It's totally achievable. But the moment you put that baggage on, dependent on Haka or dependent on wafula, and then it's a little bit tough. And that's why when you see like people, when you have like a personal trainer, there is only so much that a personal trainer will do to you. They will give you the right form, they will help you to train and everything, but the actual effort is completely up to you. Yeah.
Okay. You, Afra.
Yeah.
The thing I want us to talk through is about your training program and also your nutrition. What do you eat? So until Paka Sai,
Yes.
you gain all the weight from 58 until 83.
Yes. Yeah.
Take us through.
So as I said earlier, I do CrossFit.
Okay.
So I do both training for strength, for mobility, and functional training. And so my training, I train 7 days a week. Not advisable at all, but that is what my body works with.
Require, okay.
So if I train 7 days a week, I train at least each muscle group I train twice in a week.
Okay.
That is from Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday are very special days for me, and I switch between the two. So if Saturday I'm doing only stretches, I will do a full body stretch, and then on Sunday I'm gonna train calisthenics, only calisthenics, or I will switch the two. That's why I said I train 7 days a
times.
week. So regardless of Saturday and Sunday, not me not lifting weights and doing everything and having that rest, I prefer to have that rest when I am stretching my body, I am doing all this kind of muscle twitches that I will need probably for the following week or something. And that's how my training is 7 days a week. So it's not 7 days a week like every day I'm lifting weights. No,
Okay.
it means that I have mastered the art of how long should I train a muscle group and how long should I rest it before I come to train it again, right? So like for instance, if I can take you through my week, right?
Okay, take us through.
Yeah. So like if I decide on Monday I'm gonna do legs, I can train legs and shoulders on Monday, right? Then on Tuesday I can do chest and triceps. On Wednesday I'll do back and biceps.
Okay.
By the time it comes to Thursday, I've not trained my legs, so
Yes.
I've had Tuesday and Wednesday to rest my legs and my shoulders. Then on Thursday, I can still train my legs again. That's how I train now.
Very switch.
Yeah, and then now I repeat the same thing. So you see, like between every muscle
Friday.
group, I've had a
You have repeated the
relatively
same muscle. You have
yeah.
repeated the same twice.
Yes.
Every muscle have eaten twice.
Exactly. And the twice I've had a 2-day split in between. So that is enough time for my body to rest my muscles and before I go back to the same muscle again. I usually break my cycle after 21 days because when my body gets used to a certain exercise, then it gets to a plateau.
Okay.
So I keep breaking my cycle over and over again so that my body doesn't have a routine. I might mentally know that Monday is a leg days, but nikifika gym, then nashtua muscle naambia, hey, leo ni chest. So that way I get to stimulate different muscle groups. They are always ready for action and ready for growth, right?
Okay.
On foods, I eat a lot of whole foods. And unfortunately enough, or fortunate, depending on how you like to see it, you see the way now. This is where now someone needs to understand their body and their body structure,
Okay.
right? Because there are foods that will work for me, and there are foods that will not work for you, Haka, right? For instance, a lot of people ask me, "Do you ever eat junk?" And I ask them, "What is junk?" Because junk is very relative. Now, there is this package called a burger
Yes.
that for me it's very instrumental. Because a burger has bread, has meat, has lettuce, and has cheese, right? And that is a complete meal for me. That works for me. And that is what my body accepts, right?
Why? Okay.
Because it has carbohydrates in it, it has vitamins in it, it has fats, and it has proteins in it, right? So I always make sure that in my meals, I kind of have all these nutrients in them, and I keep on like eating like after every 3 hours. Maybe I'm biting some nuts or I'm drinking a fluid or something to keep my body energized and always with food for it to synthesize. Yeah.
Okay. What is one thing can you tell someone who's going part time, but someone who's struggling in life? What can you tell that person?
Your bad moments do not define your life. Understand? Your bad moments are just a part of your life, which it's okay. And you definitely are not the only person going through such a moment. There are people wishing to be where you are right now. And of course, we as human beings, we tend to fall short of what we've achieved. So I will tell them to reflect on the good moments that they've had and what they've achieved, and that will motivate them to even achieve more. So for me, I usually split my goals and objectives into small parts, and when I win these small parts, they fuel me to go further and further. And for me, so I believe that small wins are way better than sitting back and waiting for a very huge gain that might never come.
What is your vision to fitness?
Right now, I am starting. My website is fitwafula.com. I'm gonna share it with you.
No problem. Okay.
And in that website, I kind of want to influence people to have a change of their view on fitness, because not everybody who comes to the gym wants to bulk up and be a bodybuilder.
True, cool.
And not everybody who comes to the gym will have the same interest as each other. For me, the most important thing is to influence someone to have a better life through fitness. So, like I said, I gave you an example of me walking from here to Nairobi town, and I will do that because I feel it is much more fitter, and I can easily improve on the quality of my life. You know what I mean? So that is one of the things that I want to do in life. And if I can just influence one person, I'll be more than happy to do that. Right? Yeah.
Haya, tukimalizia in your fitness journey,
Yeah.
like you told me earlier before we started this conversation, you are a personal trainer right now.
Yeah.
What inspired you to be a personal trainer now?
All right. Sometimes towards the end of last year, when I'm training in Holland, I get a lot of gym buddies come to train with me, both men and women, of different ages, of different sizes, right? Because they like what they see,
Okay.
not just for me, but for and maybe someone wants to be like you, Haka, right?
Okay.
And November and December, I got a lot of people always coming to the gym to just wait, and whenever we start training is when they will pop up to train with me, right?
Wow.
So at the start of this year, I thought to myself, if people are training with me, then I can as well charge you people to train with me, because
Unaweza toa pesa, unaweza toa kitu.
mbona kwa sababu unajua sasa, that means nitakuja kutrain, but lazima nikuwe na kufikirilia. Naoja nilipa mimi nikufikirilie. You get? So I started following a training course in January, which I've just finished, and now in Holland I have around 27 clients. Some of which
27 clients?
Yeah, I have 27 clients.
Wow.
Some of which, but now they're in different gyms, in different cities. I have clients in The Hague, in Delft, and in Rotterdam. That is in the southern province of Netherlands.
Okay.
There are some that want to lose weight. There are some that want to gain weight. There are some that just want to be fit. And through my almost 4 years of training, I have had relative experience of what will work, what will not work. And my way of approach is first to understand your body before I enforce things that I know for myself on you. So mine is very customized to the clients themselves, and I try as much as possible to initiate them into mind muscle training. So you really have to connect your mind to the muscle that you're training, so that you really hit that muscle. If there is no that connection, then there's no point of you training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share with your people watching this episode? Anything you want to tell them?
Yeah. I really appreciate Haka for the platform, first of all. It was on a very short notice, and I really understand that you're super busy out there. So check him out, Haka Fitness on YouTube, Haka Fitness on Instagram. And what I really like about not only you, but the community you've grown within the Kenyan fitness space is that you're trying to bring it to light and to give it a platform.
Okay.
I like how not only do you bring people to share their stories, but you also practically take them to train with you, and through that, people can be able to say that, this thing is doable. You know what I mean?
True.
So, in one way or the other, when the community comes to, they travel all over the world. You see, like now, for instance, I have a very strong friend of mine in Holland that we trained with, and he's Kenyan. And over there, we are putting up a fitness business over there, which is something that is easily able to collaborate with this space over here. And at the end of the day, this is how we help to grow each other, right? So anybody that is starting their journey, or they're in the middle of their journey, or continuing their journey, just keep going. Don't quit, just do it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate your time also sharing your story, because most people, they think people, they start working out, they're very huge, or people, they start working out, or they work out because they want to be a bodybuilder. As you personally, your story is totally different, and the way you came until the way you are right now, and you're still doing from engineer, then right now you're a personal trainer.
Yeah.
That's something that really inspires most people. They don't know, because one thing in life, you can be small, then the next 1 or 2 years you can be very huge.
Exactly.
So fitness is something, is a process. So you have to trust the process, not something you just wake up in the morning and do it. Because you see, most people, they go to the gym, say new year, new me. Then ikifika January, mwezi wa 3, they stop. Say, next year I'll do the same thing. They never get that something they push you.
Yes.
You have, let's say, for example, you have 200 kg or you have 140 kg, and you want to lose those 140 kg in 2 months. There's a can you wait to break for 2 months.
That's true.
So you have to take time. So I appreciate your time and also your story. It inspires someone and what to think is not something can happen. Also, we share your pictures. They will see how your progress in the until
Yeah, for sure. I will definitely do that.
So as you know, guys, what you do, if you enjoyed the episode, drop your comment. Let us know what do you think about this episode. And what's the one thing have you learned specific from this episode? Also, your Instagram, social media.
Yes. So my page is fitwafula.com. That is my website. My Instagram is Wafula Fitness. I'm building it up from the start, so I'm putting up all my old pictures until where I am right now. So I'm creating that story to share it.
So see you in the next one. Peace up.